Hi Capricorn, this is your Mid Jun 2019 reading. Capricorn, as we have been talking about it in the last couple of months, we have Saturn, Pluto, and South Node for the first time ever in your sign. This is the year all the way till 2020 early that we are creating a new reality for ourselves. We are giving up an old way of being, especially in the way we connect with our partners, especially in the way we connect in a contract situation with a business partner, in a job, in a committed path with a business. How do we interact with them? How powerfully we connect with them? How we transform the way we come across to the world in general. We are transforming that physically. We're transforming that in the way we handle our well-being, the way we come across in terms of as an authority. We are shifting that during the course of this year all the way till 2020 to launch a new version of ourselves when it comes to material reality, when it comes to career, when it comes to partnership. And that phase of growth will come at an accelerated pace in July when we have eclipses in your sign and in your opposite sign, activating a new phase, a new way of being, giving you fresh energy and accelerated outlook to connect with people in a different way. Eclipses accelerate our karmic path. They bring about changes that might normally take years to come, but they come through suddenly with a little bit of surprise to push us in a different direction where you would normally not go if we were progressing at a regular speed. But before the July eclipses come, June is a cadent period. June is a period when we are preparing for a big shift, when we know something big is about to come, but it has not fully revealed itself. We're sort of working through this fog, working through this lack of information, even to try to create a new reality for ourselves. That is where Jupiter and Neptune meeting together this month is helpful to us. Jupiter and Neptune come together once in 13 years in a square aspect to create a different ideology of life. For the society, our faith changes, the way we connect with each other changes, the way we think about life changes. Our outlook to life shifts when these two come together, and it's expanded to include a new faith, to include a new ideology, to include a new thought process so we can conduct our life in an expanded fashion. They are meeting for the second time this year in June. The first time they met was in January. It is a 9-month process. These two planets work together over the period of 9 months to create a new ideology. They meet 3 times in those 9 months to checkpoint whether we are on the right track or not, or something needs adjustment. The first time they met was in your season at the early part of January, when we received this checkpoint for the first time. Now is the second meeting of these two planets where we are being checked in, and we are reconsidering what we seeded possibly in January about our new life. If you started a new career at that time, if you initiated a new commercial project at that time, if you initiated something that is going to expand your influence in January, now becomes a time to reconsider that and think if our approach needs change in order for it to be as expansive as we want. At the same time, Neptune is very strong this month, which causes our creativity to be very high. We are like a sponge. We are absorbing information, undercurrents from our surroundings way more than normal. Even these subtle influences that come from people, which includes positive energies and negative energies. So this month becomes very important for us to detox the people we are dealing with, filter out the influences in our life. It tells us by increasing our sensitivity in who needs to be in our surrounding and who doesn't. At the same time, it tells us who we need to listen to and who not, where the misinformation gossips are coming from, who are truly our friends, who are not. Our boundaries are reduced so we can absorb more information and create a new ideology, but at the same time, we are given a very strong intuition within ourselves to filter out BS, filter out crap, to put it mildly, because it's required. Misinformation, gossip, you can see it in the news, you can see it in the media, is abundant when these two planets meet together. because everybody believes they are right. Everybody is very strongly driven to do what they believe in. So that becomes a time where you have to follow your intuition, which is heightened at this time, to follow the way that suits you, that fits your future. There will be no quick decision making right now, especially on commercial matters, because it's the time to absorb new information. Another part of you is waking up, a part of you that was subtle, that was hidden, a talent within you which was latent, an intuition within you that was latent is waking up. It is giving you a new way of handling things, a new way of thinking, a new dimension of you is being revealed here when these two planets meet. Trust your instincts. You will feel it all. Filter out the influences that do not fit in well with your faith, that do not fit in well with your values, that do not fit in well with the higher dimension that you're going towards. Because you are being elevated with these two planets. Your thinking is being elevated with these two planets. At the same time, you have uncanny insight into the undercurrents and the future trends. I spoke about it before as well. This is a gift in the form that you enter a room and you know what the other person wants. This is excellent for sales. But on a psychological level, you have to manage your aura, because your aura is thin right now. The negative influences from the other person, whether it is a feedback, their own thinking about themselves, that makes into your psyche easily as well. We pick up the views and the subtle energies from our environment very quickly, which is great for learning, great for sales, but might need healthy boundaries to take care of you psychologically and physically. Too many things will inspire you to read, to learn. By traveling, you learn a lot. There is a new way of thinking which is emerging, which is exciting. This is creative in nature. It's opening you up to a new discovery. What you thought was true in the past is not anymore. You can do much more than what you thought. It is growing your outlook to life. But don't get into the negative dimension of it, where you connect or let in people in your immediate environment that draw out your energy, because people with negative energy or lower vibration they get attracted to your high vibration and they want a piece of you. So you want to be careful about that. Do it proactively. You can help somebody because you understand the pain of somebody who's in need right now. So doing it voluntary is better than getting sucked into somebody else's melodrama, so as to speak. But you can use this in a practical way, because your ruler Saturn is making a positive aspect to it. So you can use this inspiration, this creativity, this compassion that you have in the way you conduct your business, in the way you meet people on a day-to-day basis, in the way you carry out your career. There is a higher hand on your head with the guardian angel of Jupiter sitting in your house of hidden source of help. It helps us enhance our faith. It helps us grow our soul. It does not come through an easy process, but even if you take a few minutes with yourself, your own psyche heals you. Meditation, yoga, stillness, travel, music, art, retreat, it opens up a new path to you. In this busyness, the full moon of 17th of June is asking you to be still, even if for a moment. Because your own psyche, your own meeting of your soul expands where you're going. It expands in terms of your vision of life. It could be in form of you taking a travel to a long distance, getting away from it all, even for a little bit. Or on a day-to-day basis, if that's not possible, as you might be working on a new start at this point in time, and energies is very much about action right now. So stillness is not easy. So taking even a few minutes in a day would help you, will unlock something for you, will give you reprieve. It will detox the negative energy that builds up. But you have the hope and the inspiration to guide yourself as well as to help others. In fact, if you feel a little bit down even, doing charity, helping somebody who's lesser than, who we always have something we can give. Just giving your time, even if not your money, can make you feel excellent, can make you feel uplifted, because you are becoming a gift to others. You are becoming a guardian angel to somebody as well. When we receive a lot, we can give a little bit. Even if you don't feel you're receiving a lot, giving a little bit to somebody else gives you the faith, the healing, the inspiration to do more, to be more. Your day-to-day self-expression is enhanced right now, and it can be used to actually heal somebody, to help somebody. Your words can heal somebody. Your presence can heal somebody, provided you keep your own boundaries very strongly. That brings me, so this is the aspect Jupiter and Neptune together. This will continue to have an impact all the way till September, because they'll continue to be together. But right now, with the full moon of 17th of June, as well as the eclipse season, this aspect is very strong, because it's required for us to remove an old ideology and have an inspired thinking about our future to move into this new phase you're getting into. It's very much required. It is a positive aspect with you. It is making you very magnetic when it comes to your communication skills. But what it causes sometimes is miscommunications on practical matters. So while the creative communication is heightened, another word for creativity is misinformation, right? So selling has a softer aspect. So there is a scope for confusion that you need to bridge, that you need to be careful about. That when you're communicating with your clients, the discussions are properly worded and they're properly planned. As long as you put it in a structure, you'll be able to convey this inspiration, this creativity very easily in your business, in your workplace, in your career. But you have to be actively seeking that discipline, because this can cause you to just have a daydreaming and just go on, because we want to escape when this happens. So you want to be a little bit careful of the other extreme of it. The other extreme of it is that the inspiration, faith, healing is great, but we cannot bring it to the practical day to day, because we keep waiting that something will happen which will bring it. But the fact is, here the impetus is on us to bring this to reality. But once you create a schedule, once you create a process which you are great at, because you are Saturn run, you are the structure, you are the authority, you are the manager, you are the CEO of the world. You are best at it. So once you do that, this flows into your day-to-day. This flows into your new job. So that brings me to the full moon that is happening on 17th of June, and that infuses energy for the next 2 weeks for you to reveal the hidden talents that you have, reveal the self-care that you need to take, reveal the subconscious mind that we need to take care of. The secret of our heart are come out, and we have to listen to ourselves. And this is not going to be a quiet process, because you are an active sign. Even in your sleep, you're active. You have a fire sign in your house of sleep. You work in your sleep. So your your dream life might be very activated. You might be getting new inspirations when you're sleeping. Even in your rest period, you'll be getting your highest inspiration. Your private world of imagination is on fire right now. These are joyful moments which come in our private life, in our dream life. This is happy sleep. This is happy dreams. This is us imagining a better tomorrow and thinking about it, and just the positive thinking helping us get there. You have to think about your future in a positive fashion here. Your optimistic side is on fire with this. And even though the aspects are pushing you physically to work hard, to work on your partnership, there's a push and pull which is happening along this full moon, because Mars and Mercury are working on your partnership. There are conflicts which are happening. There are power struggles which might be happening, especially between 18 to 21 or 22 of June, which I spoke about earlier as well. This is when we have the push and pull. We are working on a contract and we are trying to get our worth. You're trying to get ready for what's about to come. You're working hard on it. There's a lot of focus, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of physical endurance. There is a lot of desire, curiosity, drive, motivation to make something happen when it comes to a contract or a committed relationship. You are able to go deep into it, investigate, take strong action, and follow through from 18 to 21st or 22nd of June. But while this is happening, the full moon ignites your insights with positivity, with optimism, with faith, with hidden strength that you did not know you have. And it's asking you to go towards this high road, which is giving you strength, the private dealing, your private life, just even taking a few minutes, pet pleasure, sleeping, all of that will positively inspire you while you're working towards your path. You will be challenged in some ways in the coming days with the push and pull between your relationships and what you want. Don't be afraid to be you. You will be challenged in some ways to stand up for yourself. There will be confusion in communication that you want to be careful about. This is especially true if you're born between 8th to 10th of January. If your planets around 18 or 19 degree of Capricorn, there might be some communication issues. It can happen. But at the same time, there is so much drive. It's all focused on you. The desire, the secrets of our heart that we want to bring into reality, that is all focused on you as well, because you have Pluto focused at 22 degree on you, asking you to be powerful in your interactions with the partners, with the enemies, with the competition, with the clients, with your relationship partner, and get out of a repressive situation. Here you can, but why I talked about communication and being open to viewpoints is that this makes us close off our outlook in life. We don't want to hear other person's opinion. And it's not just about you. This energy makes conflicts very, very aggressive. People are very reactive and aggressive. And there is very little control here. The mental obsessiveness and negative thoughts that you'll see around you at this point in time could be high. So you are given the gift here to be open to listening in, understand what the other person is saying, share your ideas, sharing your life with others, but at the same time, taking the high road, not taking your thought process to a lower frequency when the temptation arises in a power struggle, is what I like to tell you. This is especially true if your planets between 16 degree to 24 degree. The misinformation component is around 18 degree, so 8th to 10th of Jan. But overall, the strong desire to make things happen, 16 degree to 24 degree, especially 21 to 24 degree, which is 12th to 15th of January born. This is intense energy to move mountains. When it comes to tough situations, when it comes to situations where you previously did not stand up for yourself, but now you both have the tact as well as the impetus to stand up for yourself and make it happen. And you should make it happen. This is the time when we are working on our destiny. You would not accept anything less than that. You would not accept anything less than perfect. Your confidence is high. It is great to get things done, which were stuck for some time. That brings me to the start of the eclipse season on 21st of January, 21st of June, when Sun enters Cancer, and we have solstice. Change of season happens, and our critical axis is further accentuated, and we enter the phase of a new start. On 21st of June, Neptune is also going retrograde. Confusion is high, but at the same time, your phase is about to begin. Your new start in your contract, in your career, is about to begin. That gives you the impetus. With 3 planets sitting in your partnership sector, you are given the positive impetus to go ahead and make it work. And in the coming weeks, that is exactly what you do. In fact, from 22nd to 23rd 25th of 22nd to 24th of June, Pisces moon is in positive aspect with you. And right before that, 18th to 19th, is when you get a reset. You know after 18th or 19th that life is about to change. Things are about to shift. 22nd to 24th is when there might be certain work issues, day-to-day health or work issues that might have come up in the past. They will come up for resolution. They will come up for a positive resolution. Venus is meeting Jupiter, so maybe a co-worker relationship was earlier not going so positively. That goes through a positive process, or a project was stuck previously, a creative project was stuck previously. That moves forward. You get the inspiration to change it. You get a different viewpoint to resolve an old co-worker issue or a work issue, which you resolve between 22nd to 24th of June. This is followed by Mercury and Mars moving into a house of precedes of partnership. So while the eclipses are going on and we have a new start in a contract and a partnership in July, there'll be a lot of back and forth happening on the terms of this partnership, starting from 20th of June all the way till August. So 9 weeks of back and forth could happen on a joint financial situation. If you're entering a new committed relationship, this could be about intimacy and depth in that. It could be about intimacy and sex in an existing partnership as well, because you want to take it to the next level. So Mercury will be going retrograde in the month of July, but you'll start discussing things, in my view, from 26th of June itself on the proceeds of partnership, which is monetary if you're entering into a business partnership or a business contract, which could be intimacy if it is the relationship partner which is under question. On 27th of June, there might be some power struggle that could arise, especially for 22 degree of Capricorn, which is around 12th to 14th of January born, which I spoke about earlier as well. So be careful just to adjust. It's a co-worker relationship or a creative project that you're resolving on, that you're working on. As long as you do not base your future on the past hurt, because in the past it's possible that your creativity or your views were not well taken by somebody. As long as you do not focus on the past and look at an innovative approach to change the things you're doing in the future, this will resolve itself. Again, if you're a December born Capricorn or early degree of Capricorn, there might be a past hurt in a personal situation that can come up, that can stop the progress, hold you back from progressing the way you want in a new relationship, in a new contract, in a new client situation. So on 27th of June, you want to be a little bit careful about the past blocking the future innovation, especially December born. And then on 2nd of July, we have the first eclipse, which is happening in your partnership sector, happening at 10 or 11 degree of Cancer. So 10 or 11 degree of Capricorn would be most impacted by it, 2 or 3 degrees before 10 or 10 degree of Capricorn. So around, I would say 6 to or 7 to about 13 or 14 degree of Capricorn will feel it the most, which is if you're born around 31st of December or 1st of Jan. This is United Kingdom's. This is United Kingdom's sun. So there's something new initiating when it comes to your contract with your partner. The contract with your committed partnership is undergoing a renewal. It could be an existing partnership which you may be closed on in January when we had the first eclipse in your sign. Or it could be a completely new job which is starting, a new partnership that is starting with somebody, a new way of being with your partner. The tips for this eclipse and for your the eclipse in your sign on 16th of July, I would say, is that a gentler approach to partnership will get you way further than before. Emotionally connecting with your partner versus just doing the work, because you are the person who always takes on the larger portion of the work when it comes to partnership or shared situation. There is a release required of pressure from you. You're required to cultivate, and I'm calling it feminine energy, but you can call it anything else. It's You're required to cultivate the feminine energy, the feminine archetype, where we leave the parental control, the paternal control over the entire situation, taking the whole ownership of everything on ourselves, sharing feelings with our partners where we think we are not being taken care of, asking what we need even in a business partnership if we are not taken care of, bringing down our boundaries and asking for what you need, letting your guard down here a little bit. Because this sensitive approach, this emotional approach, this placing forward saying that this is not working for me in this way, will serve you way better than just taking on everything and doing things as you normally just continue to do. A restructuring, a redefinition of your rules are required here. There is a new strength, a renewal comes with it, where you are able to do better things by delegating, by taking support from your partner. You are fully in control of who you want to be known as, who you want to be, but the day to day work, the details of the workload need to be equally shared. You cannot be in a repressed situation where you're overloaded and still perform to your best. And you're being asked to perform to your best with three planets in your sign, with Saturn in your sign. There is a harshness of this planet which requires us to get efficient in what we do. And in order to get efficient with what you do, delegation will be one part of the equation. You are still self sufficient, but you don't have to do it all, is the messaging of it. And there might be certain physical changes that you might do, which could be in looks, in the way you want to present yourself to the world, which might also happen. On 16th of July, we have the lunar eclipse in your sign that brings your future to focus. You're completely launching a new version of you, Capricorn, and you will see that in July. It's happening at 24 degree of Capricorn, a few degrees before, 2 or 3 degrees before, and 2 or 3 degrees after. Similarly, 2 or 3 days before or after 15th of January born will feel that the strongest. There is an old phase that is coming to culmination. If you initiated something with the eclipse in January, you might see a growth in that, a next step in that. Maybe there are changes required where certain certain roles and responsibilities need to be released, need to be given up, because they are not part of your progression, your forward progression. Maybe you took on too much responsibilities earlier, but now you know that your destination does not require you to do it all. It requires you to do it efficiently. So there's certain responsibilities on which you put your foot down and you release them. And you might be in process of doing that already. This is us waking up to our destiny. Because this is your year, Capricorn. You're becoming the most efficient, the best version of you. With these eclipses and Saturn, Pluto, South Node in your sign, there's a part of you that does not serve you anymore that is being released. And it's being done in a very, very inspiring and in a creative fashion. So good luck for that. And I'll see you in the eclipses video now. Thank you, Capricorn.